What is good, Mr. Irvin? One hit a spitta. I'm actually starting on time today. Look at me go. It's the first day of the week. It is the first day of a new format. Although it's similar, it's just we're going to dive deeper into one aspect instead of another. How are we doing? Welcome to you all. Welcome to Durante's House of Music. I, Tom Durante, am the maestro here at Durante's House of Music, your guide to all things musical. Uh-oh. There it is. I was trying to do a little musical interlude, but it didn't work. All things musical. From keyboard instrument repair to music theory, music production, live performance, live music history, key of the day, and everything in between. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's fun. Welcome to this Monday edition. We've got a little something that I'm going to try and kind of simplify what I'm doing here. We're going to limit the amount of time that I'm on here. And we're going to just focus on one thing. And that is the important stuff. That is the music. I'm going to attempt something. So as I go forward here, and as I talked to you last week, we are back. Welcome back. I love the enthusiasm. So as we are... I forgot my train of thought there. As I'm going forward here, I'm going to try and focus a bit more on certain aspects, one thing at a time, instead of going in a bunch of different directions at once. And, you know, that may be something that's hard for me to do, so I'm trying my best here. So you got to just stick with me. So, as you can see down here, or is it right here? Is it here? Is it there? It's right here. Daily music key. Should go this direction. Daily music key. All right. I know for a fact that my overlay is delayed because this number is 500 right now. We're going to pull it up. We are growing at an alarming clip. Speed. Otherwise, oops. Not me. YouTube. Check it out. Let's see if we can check it out. So, okay. I did want to talk about that, but let's go somewhere else right quick. I don't know what I'm about to show you, so I just want to take it off of there for a minute. Let's see. Oh, there it is. That's a beautiful number. Yeah, my overlay has not updated. We, as in you and me, are growing at a very alarming, not alarming, but very pleasing clip. Would you take a look at this number? 510 subscribers. That's so exciting. I'm glad that you've been here for this entire journey. We have 7 people watching right now. Throw it up in the chat. Smash these little thingies. 100. Woohoo! Celebration! Oh my god! Smash that stuff. Smash it. Show me that you love what I'm doing here. Because clearly, people do. We are growing, folks. We, as in you and me, are growing. Make sure, before I go any further, that you do a couple things for me. I would like you to hit that like button. I would like you to subscribe if you have not already, and thank you if you have. I would like you to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I go live, because it's going to be fewer and far between here. And I would like you, what was the fourth thing? Share this video with your friends, of course. Of course. So we're going to wait for my overlay to update, because it should say 500, as you can see, 510. Before I get going too much farther, I want to introduce you to something else that's new. I spent this weekend starting a new channel, an additional new channel on something completely unrelated. And if you were watching me on Saturday, you saw it. You heard me talk about it at least. Oh, and I'm growing at a pretty good clip here as well. I just started this channel, Huddle Harmony. Welcome to Huddle Harmony. I'm a passionate crypto enthusiast / miner since 2020 on a journey through the world of crypto. I'm into Bitcoin and Cardano and others, with a background in music, clearly, and a knack for researching blockchain tech. I try to break down the crypto economy in a way that's easy to follow, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned hodler. Expect content on market updates, staying in tune with Bitcoin, Cardano, and altcoin trends, technical analysis, simple breakdowns to help you read the charts, wallet guides, hardware and software wallets to keep your coins safe, mining stories, lessons from my GPU mining days, and my ongoing mining journey, crypto tips, practical ideas for navigating this wild space. I'm no financial expert, but I am passionate about sharing my research and experiences. Do your own research and enjoy the harmony of huddling smart. Is it really that clear that that was made with Grok? Because you are 100% correct. That is made with Grok. That's all right. I rely heavily on Grok. It made my logos, it made my background here, but it did not make my content. So you can check this out. I was going to play, it just wouldn't make much sense if I were to play this for you because it's just silly. Wow, 200 views, that's pretty good. 600 views, that's pretty good. So these are my first shorts. I put this one out first as a little trailer. After my Saturday live stream with you guys where I scraped off some pneumatics, I went and I recorded for you better not underestimate me. I went and recorded for a couple hours, and then I spent 3 hours editing. And then I woke up the next day, and I spent another 4 hours editing. And I recorded a 45-minute video, and I cut it up, and that little trailer is 2 minutes of the most random bits of that 45 minutes. So go and check that out. It was cracking me up. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be misleading. Some of the things that are shown and talked about are completely out of context. So it has no relevance to anything whatsoever. It's just kind of meant to draw you in. And as I release the rest of these videos, hopefully you'll check it out and you'll see what I'm all about. Because I just did not feel like it was appropriate for me to talk about Bitcoin on a music channel. And I wanted to really focus on what I'm doing here. And so I felt like it was necessary to just branch off, and it's now or never. And you know what happened? I recorded my first video, and of course, just indulge me for a moment if you have no idea what I'm talking about. On my first recording, when I was recording the first video, I did a little Grok history of Bitcoin, and it just so happened that it was 1 year after the halving, which is a very significant event in Bitcoin, and it happens every 4 years or every certain amount of blocks. I should know that number, but it's not. I don't. Oh, look at, we just updated. Where's my finger? Where is it? There it is. 510 subscribers, and you're one of them, hopefully. If not, make sure you change that. So the Bitcoin halving year anniversary or whatever, and it's kind of a big deal because the next day, as I was releasing my content, I was editing. I released a trailer in the morning, and then I put out video 1, where I talk about the S-curves of technology advent and how it goes from nobody doing a thing to basically everybody doing a thing. And the refrigerator, the car, the radio, all these different color TV, all these different things. And so that's just more of a historical aspect video, and that's pretty cool. So I posted that, and then I was editing my next video, and Bitcoin started going through the roof, and so I had to update the one that was ready to go out. Anyway, I'll be talking about some of that stuff later. I don't want to go on too long here. We're already 15 minutes. So let's go through our daily music history. You can check out Huddle Harmony. I'll be recording a video. I can't yet go live. Maybe I can, but I'm not going to yet. I've been producing videos for that, and I think you have to get 50 subscribers before you can go live. So I'm going to do an unboxing of a new Bitcoin miner today. So check that out on Huddle Harmony. So let's get into our daily music history. And I'm going to have Grok. I'm going to look down at my list and see, because we're very close, and I kind of want to just start over. I know we only have like 4 more keys, so maybe I won't. Maybe we'll just finish off the 4 keys that we have. But I'm going to have Grok keep track of all of the things that I've done. No sound. You got to be kidding me. And it looks good on my end. Sorry. Alright, daily music history. Can everybody hear me? It looks like you can because the chat is working. So I'm thinking my dad just has it muted on his phone or computer. Alright, daily music history. Here we go. So, can you hear me? I'm assuming you can because you've been reacting to things that I'm saying live. So, today is Monday. Let me turn off my intro music and let's get back into a vibe here. After Saturday, I've just plugged in my Spotify and we're going for Spotify. We're going to try that out. Alright, what's next? Not that. That's not even my album, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see, what do we get? Let's just do our simple background here. Simple background music. Interstellar space. There you have it. Okay. Today is Monday, April 21st. The day after Easter. There we go. Since the day is still ongoing, no major musical events for today have been widely reported yet. Below are 6 widely varied historical musical events that occurred on April 21st, across various years, spanning classical to modern music. I've included a mix of pre-1900 classical events and diverse modern milestones, drawing from verified sources and your preference for classics. 1785. Classical period. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart completed his Piano Concerto No. 21 in C major, K 467, around April 21st. And remember, K is like a... correct. K is a categorization number, catalog number from a guy named Kirkel. Maybe we'll look that up at some point, so you can have some context for that. Ahead of its premiere in Vienna, known for its radiant Elvira Madigan slow movement, whatever that means, later featured in the 1967 film, Elvira Madigan, I'm assuming. This concerto showcased Mozart's lyrical brilliance, blending orchestral elegance with virtuosic piano flourishes, a staple of the classical era. 1838, classical, although it would be romantic at that period, but they're considering classical pre-1900. So this would be the romantic period. Felix Mendelssohn conducted the Leipzig Gewandhaus Orchestra on April 21st in a concert featuring his own serenade and allegro, Giojoso. I don't know, Giojoso it looks like. Opus 43. This lively work, blending a playful serenade with spirited finale, highlighted Mendelssohn's romantic flair and his role in reviving interest in Bach, captivating audiences with its youthful energy. 1960. Pop. That was only a couple classical, but okay. Elvis Presley's Stuck on You hit number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 on April 21st, his first chart topper after returning from the military service. This upbeat rock and roll track, with its catchy groove and Elvis's charisma, thrilled fans and marked his triumphant comeback, setting the stage for his 1960s dominance. 1973. Pop. Tony Orlando and Dawn's Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on April 21st. This heartwarming anthem, inspired by a folktale about a returning prisoner, became a cultural touchstone, spreading joy with its sing-along melody. 1998, country. Faith Hill released her third album, Faith, on April 21st. Featuring the crossover hit The Kiss, the song's bubbly romantic vibe soared to number 7 on Billboard Hot 100, showcasing Hill's ability to blend country twang with pop appeal, delighting fans and earning her a Grammy nomination. 2012, country. Keith Urban became the first Australian inducted into the Grand Ole Opry on April 21st, also the first artist born outside North America to receive the honor. His performance that night, including Without You, celebrated his soulful country style, marking a historic moment for global country music. I didn't know anything about Keith Urban, so that's interesting to know he's Australian and Aussie. These events cover classical concertos, romantic orchestrations, rock and roll's golden age, 70s pop, 90s country pop, and a modern country milestone, diverse and upbeat for your streams. Key of the day? No, not key of the day. And music history segment. That's the one. If a big event emerges later today, it could be a bonus fact, perhaps tied to Coachella's recent April 21st headliners like Doja Cat or SZA. I don't know. So those were past years. Want more details or need hashtags for your streams SEO? No thanks, Grok. That'll do. But I will... Let's see. So, let's take a look here. I have not updated this. Salutations, people in my computer. The last time we did this, it was 4:16. And now it is 4:21. All right, 4:21. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're only missing 2. So I don't think it's going to be a huge deal if I just erase all of these. Erase them. Just get rid of them because we're missing 1, and we're going to start new with the key of the day. And I'm going to have Grok assist me. Are you ready? This is going to be in all music for the next 48 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go in all kinds of different directions. I don't know why I have this keyboard. I need this keyboard. Okay, for my key of the day segment, can you pick a number 1 through 12 and keep and choose a random number every day, keeping track of what numbers we have used. All right, let's see what happens. For your Key of the Day segment on Durante's House of Music livestream, I'll select a random number between 1 and 12 each day. Whoa. I was reading that. Corresponding to the 12 musical keys. Yes. Assuming a chromatic sequence starting from C. I'll keep track of the numbers used to ensure variety. Resetting after all 12 are used. Thank you. Since this is the first day you've requested this, I'll start fresh and randomly select a number. Alex, what do you think? Throw it in the chat. What do you think? I'm going to do a little chromatic scale while you guess. guesses from Alex. I guess he's not paying attention. How dare him. Okay, today's key of the day is F sharp or G flat. What? G major. What? Excuse me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me, G major? I don't understand how you got to G major on 7. Starting on C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why G major? Randomly selected using a number generator, G major is bright and versatile. Often used in classical works like Mozart's Symphony No. 40 and pop hits like The Beatles' Here Comes the Sun. It's a great key for your stream's upbeat vibe. I'm so sorry, but number 7 would be G flat. Number 7 would be G flat. Why did you say G? Are you not counting C? Sometimes you gotta, you know. I mean, it literally laid out. I skipped over that part because I was like, yes, I get it. But it skipped over the part where it said corresponding to the 12 musical keys, such as, where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Where did that go? 1 equals C, 2 equals C sharp, etc. I can count to 7. Can the AI not count to 7? My apologies for the mix-up and confusion. Let's clarify the numbering for your Key of the Day segment on Durante's House of Music livestream. Your question suggests you're expecting the number 7 to correspond to G flat or F sharp in a sequence of 12 musical keys, and you're wondering why I said G and whether I'm counting C. I'll address this, correct the error, and set up a clear system for your daily segment, clarifying the key where it says 7 here is G flat or F sharp. In my previous response, I mistakenly assigned the number 7 to G major, likely due to an inconsistent starting point or misinterpretation of the sequence. You're absolutely right. Based on a chromatic sequence starting from C, where C equals 1, number 7 should be indeed... Oh, he's back. I asked you a question and you were gone. Should indeed be F sharp, G flat major. It is its relative D sharp, E flat minor. I appreciate you catching that. Well, I couldn't just do the wrong key. Duh. Corrected key of the day, April 21st, 2025. Today's key of the day, corresponding key F sharp, G flat major, or its relative. Remember, kids, front, back, front. Haha. The relative minor is 3/2 steps away down from the major. So G flat or F sharp, 1, 2, 3, gotcha with that one, is E flat or D sharp. Okay, now that that's all cleared up, we have used number 7. Remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had to stop because I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to say 7. I'll continue selecting a random number daily from this remaining pool, resetting after all 12 are used, and stick to the sequence above. Cool. Look at that. We got it figured out. I caught Grok in a hallucination right before your eyes. Today, our segment is brought to you by filtered fridge water and ice. I have no sponsors, by the way. Alrighty, friends. Alrighty. You see me? I'm watching it up there. Because this thing doesn't want to show me how many people are watching anymore. Turn off my other music. I could just mute it Now you can't hear it, but I can still hear it. I don't know who that's helping. Hey, we gained another subscriber. A little mood change. Since I'm in G flat or F sharp, I'm just kind of, I can just kind of use that pentatonic scale, remembering to hit the third occasionally, fourth. we've modulated. So if I'm in G flat, and I'm doing things like B, what would that be? Yeah, B and D flat. Oh no, C flat and D flat. Excuse me. G. And then C flat, which is easily confused with B. Back to G flat. D flat. Back to G flat. Okay, that is a tonal shift that makes sense, right? You go from G, which is the 1. Oh, we got 6 people watching. C flat, which is the 4. D flat, which is the 5. And then the 5, which is the dominant, brings you back to the 1. You know? Oh, sorry. Lost my train of thought. So, if I'm down here, turn that off. I've got playing with my mute button over here. I've got my music playing. You can't hear it, but I can, and I don't know why I did that. I muted my desktop audio so that you couldn't hear it, but I sure can, and it's just interstellar space over there in my ear. Okay, so if I go down to E flat, which is our relative minor, and then I start to tonicize that because it's part of the G flat major scale. If I go to 5, and then I go to that 6, it's like a lift. It's called a deceptive cadence. Alright, this is... Alex is about to cringe. It is on our sheet here. There it is. So if I go to 5, and then I go to 6, that's one of those lines there. We're going to label that. That's called deceptive. Because it fools you. And it's the same in minor. Alright, so deceptive cadence in major and minor. Because 5 so strongly brings you back to 1, right? So if I play this D flat chord, and especially if I play a D flat 7 chord, it brings you to that 1. That's just how it works. That's why it's the dominant. It brings you back to the tonic. So if I don't go back to the tonic, I've deceived you. Right? So if I go 1, 4, 5, 6, you're like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. In which case, I can go back to 4, 6, 4, 5, and then go to 1, and give you that sense of peace and home that you so greatly desire. Remember, music is all about tension and release. This being tension, and then this is tension right here, right there. That makes you a little uncomfortable. Makes you want to go home. And then if I increase the tension, you're like, oh crap, I still gotta go out. And then we're still not home yet, but we're a little bit closer. And you're like, okay, here it comes, we're going home. He wouldn't do that twice. these little things I'm doing here are 4/3 suspensions. 4th scale degree, going to the 3rd scale degree. That's just another little layer of tension and release. Alright, so if I go to 5, make it a 5/7, guess what that note is? That's your 4. So if I hang on to that note when I go back to the 1, I've just increased that tension while still giving you the release, but not entirely, and it's just messing with you. That's something they used to do back in the Baroque era. A little playing with the tones there. Lots of embellishments going on in the Baroque era. A lot of improvisation too. We got 7 people watching. Throw something up in the chat, strangers. Let me know you're not so strange. Let's find a new instrument for these newcomers. I love this old... Ooh, it's just so cool. I saw a video where the piano player was doing such slow moving little things. Is that what you like? Do you want that? Is that what you want? I just can't limit myself to that. I'm like, I just want to jam. Give it like 2 seconds and I'll be back to jamming. So if I do 4/3 suspension in the dominant, I want you to be excited, not sleeping. I see that. 4/3. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. That's not fun. We get to play the game. Is that the cable? Or is that the keyboard? Oh, no. Always rule out the cable first. If you're dealing with audio issues in your setup, this is like some kind of a weird ASMR music production podcast. Like, hey, if you got some weird sounds coming out of your cables like that, make sure you rule out the cable by switching it with a brand new one. It's easier to do that than it is to get a whole new keyboard, because you probably got another cable laying around right over here on the floor. It's right down there. It's over there. Just go get it. On the 200K. Go ahead and just tear that down a little bit. I'm just kidding. That's not what we do. Well, that was a fun little thing. Maybe that'll be a little clip. resist the urge to go faster. Trying to give you something peaceful to do, to listen to, while you're making your homework work. Had to do it. Here it comes again. Ooh, didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah! This is not so gentle anymore. Not sure really how that fits together. It would be a major 2 in the key of G. It's a major 4, or it should be a minor 4. So it's just like a substitution, I think. I don't know. Just too vibey to be subtle. Ooh, yeah. Holy crap. I'd be back to it. Kind of cool. I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, do something cool with the left hand. And it just happened. If I try to think about it too much, it doesn't just happen. Remember when I said I was going to try and be subtle? That didn't work. We're closing in. We've got 8 minutes left. Let me try and be peaceful for 8 minutes. Let's see, can I find another instrument? Ooh, what's it? No, I can't. That doesn't fit. Okay, I lost that one. You win some, you lose some. Here we go now. What the heck? Ain't nobody gonna kill my vibe, whatever it is. Ooh, that's kind of fun. It's almost like a DX a little bit. I can't do that again. So the thing about some of this stuff is it just happens. And then it just stops happening. That is one of the main appeals, I think, of music. Its ephemeral nature. And if you don't know what ephemeral is, that basically means that it's here, and then it's gone. And it only lives in here. Whenever the eyes close and the head starts knocking and the faces start, you know it's a vibe. Damn, that was good. That was awesome. We're going to end on that note. We got 2 minutes left. Not even, really just 1 minute left. So, I hope that you have enjoyed this new format, I believe. I will jump back into some music theory stuff, but I did just want to kind of do something new. Jammin'. You saw the faces. Tell me you didn't see those faces, because you probably weren't watching. Go back and watch that crap. That was a vibe. I'm doing something with that. As soon as we sign off, that's becoming my next piece. That was epic. Oh, that was cool. I'm clipping that. That was fun. Anyway, today was a brand new Monday. I have heard all kinds of stories from people today. People have been having, get over here, you beautiful. Yes, the moon vibes have been hitting all the people today. In all the feels, in all the things. There's all kinds of emotions flying around, and maybe that's why that was such a vibe today. So I hope you have enjoyed listening and enjoying and listening to my new format. I may not come on every day, but if I don't, I may make a video and just post it up for you to watch and say, hey, it's the key of the day. We've got a couple things going on this week, so I hope I can stream, but if not, you just know that I'm doing some musical things, and I'm out there in the universe making good music. Like that vibe. I'm working on that vibe as soon as we get off of here. And then I got another video I want to make for Huddle Harmony. Make sure you go over there. Spread the love around if you are interested in the emerging crypto market. Check me out. I have had 5 years of experience to learn from and to share. But I've had many more years of music experience to share. So that's why this is my primary focus, and we are killing it. We just got another, what is that, 2? 500 and how many? It says 512 up there. 513. I don't know, but anyway, you have some homework. You need to like this video. You need to share this video. You need to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you if you have. You need to hit the notification bells. And you need to have a lovely Monday evening with the ones you love. Say hello. Go out there and get a hug. Give somebody a hug that you haven't hugged in a while. Give them a high five if they're not into hugging. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself first, because if you are not good to yourself, then you can't be good to anyone else. So treat yourself first, and then go treat someone else. But be good to yourself. Be good to others. Be a nice human to all the earthlings, not just the humans, but the dogs and the cats and the dragonflies and all that fun stuff. Have a lovely evening. I hope you enjoyed a new format. here at Durante's House of Music, where I, Tom Durante, the maestro, am your guide to all things musical. Please come back, like, share, subscribe. Have a great evening. I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.